in different scenarios. But for the most part, what we want to teach people is we get triple extension, and then right they get over, and the clean will get better as they progress. I think when teaching new people how to clean or Olympics in general, it's just be okay with the fact that they're going to look like beginners. So if it doesn't look that great, right, they catch with their elbows kind of low, but they did get triple extension, like it's okay. Like that front rack thing will kind of get better, and you can just help them with that. So cleaning. So this is usually how I'll teach this. So we're going to do a clean complex we're going to do a clean deadlift, which is different than our normal deadlift. Usually a deadlift kind of starts here. With a clean deadlift, I kind of want your butt down, right? And we're going to start here. Your butt is down almost like you're squatting. It shouldn't feel very comfortable. It'll almost feel like a little bit of a wall sit. We're going to push with our legs, right? My shoulders stay in front, and then we stand. I'll add a little bit of a shrug just so people get used to transitioning from standing into getting the bar to go up. So clean deadlift into now a hang clean pull, and then finishing with a hang power clean. Right, so that's the complex that we're going to work on. So how I'll teach this for people is we're going to start with the clean deadlift. So what we want out of cleans, especially when you're new, is that we want to help members understand that they got to keep the bar nice and close. Right, so that's very, very robotic how I'm moving. So what we're going to do is from here, we're going to start a mid-chin. So if you had weights, right, this is where the bar is going to end. We're going to do our grip. Generally, I like deadlifting right here. With cleans, you want a little bit of space. So about a thumb's distance away from your pants. That's generally a good place to start. Thumb distance away from your pants. Your feet can be a little bit wider than a normal deadlift. I like to deadlift right here, right, but for a clean, I'll kind of start right here. Nice, thank you, Dennis. I got Dennis here helping me out with this. So a clean, I'll kind of start right there. So what we're going to do first, we'll set our position. Feet a little bit wider, right, hands just outside the shins, butt is down, and then chest is out. So what we're going to practice, we're going to practice pushing the floor away. We're going to push with the legs. We're going to come up to the knees, hold for a second, and then back down. We're going to do that 5 times together. So again, I'm going to watch everybody. I'm going to get my chest out, push with the legs, hold just above the kneecap, and then come back down. Push, come back down. So you can see the bar stays glued to my legs, and then my hip and shoulder angle remains the same. I'm kind of just moving my butt up a little bit and then sitting back down. It should feel pretty uncomfortable for people's legs. Like holding that will burn a little bit. That's how you'll be able to know someone's in the right spot. Common thing is they'll start to look like this, right? Cue them to, I want you to keep your butt down. That would probably be the number one thing I'll watch out for and correct. Number 2 would be keep the shoulders in front. So instead of being like here, like, all right, I want see how my shoulders are kind of behind the bar? I want my shoulders to be slightly in front of the bar, right? So again, I'm going to come down, push, we're going to hold. Shoulders remain in front of the bar, right? My butt is still below my shoulders, and that would be a good rep. Work on that. And like if you see people that will get their hips super high, even with coaching, even with some cueing in the group, they can't really fix it. And I was like, okay, well, that person will have to work on that. We're doing hang clean pulls, so it might not necessarily get better today, but that's something that you can watch out for in the future. The priority today is going to be hang cleans. So if you see that, not a huge deal. Like don't spend too much time focusing on correcting that. Focus this more on this next part. So now we did 5 reps above the knee. Now we're going to start above the knee. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to go we're going to start from the floor, mid-chin. We're going to push to above the knee. And now we're going to go to the pockets. So from here, I'm already above the knee. Shoulders are in front of the bar. I'm going to push through my heels a little bit. I'm going to stop in my pockets. If you look, my shoulders are still slightly in front of the bar, right? So knees, pockets. Knees, pockets. So we're learning just to kind of move our hips while keeping my feet down. I'll cue sometimes, push through your heels, bring your shoulders back a little bit. Sometimes that'll mess people up because they'll do something like this. So you can use a different cue, push, and just keep your push into the floor, and then just bring the bar to your pockets. push to the floor, fall out the pockets. Right. Another thing we might see is we might see arms starting to bend and kind of pulling the bar in like this. Right. So again, we cue relax the arms, just push with the legs, get the bar to the pockets, and then freeze. Again, we can do that in a group. We're all going to do 5 of these together. Knees, pockets, knees, pockets. Burns the glutes if you're doing it well, right? So if you focus, my heels have remained down this whole time. Knees, pockets, knees, pockets. Then the last thing is now pockets to what our pull or extension. Push through the floor, stand and shrug. Pockets, push, stand and shrug. All right, so that's going to be our pulling motion. But if you notice, I'm using my legs. I can almost let go of the bar, right? Because my legs are sending the bar up. So we'll do 5 of those together. So again, it'll be 5 to the knee. 5 knee to pockets. And then pockets to shrug. Pockets to shrug. All right, so we'll do those kind of together in a group. And then take a break, right? Let your hands recover. But we're going to do all of them now together. So now we're going to go from mid-shin. Knees, pockets, shrug. So we'll do that all again. Knees, pockets, shrug. So we're still looking for the same things. Butt stays down, shoulders in front, extend up, right? We'll do like 3 or 5 of those together, and then I want you to do 3 on your own, no stopping. Knees, pockets, I always tell people, it's always okay to go slow. In fact, it would probably be more correct to go slow. So you hold the right position. So that will be our clean deadlift. And now when we do our hang clean, nice and easy, because we already know how to stand and shrug. So now you're going to go back down to the knee. And now we're going to go pockets, shrug. Knee, pockets, shrug. And now we combine those. You can ask them to do 5 front squats. Right, this is how I want you to receive your bar, with your bar on your shoulders. So now we're going to go knees, stand, catch in a quarter squat. Again, knees, stand, catch in a quarter squat. So that's what we want from our cleans. See how long that takes.